Hi, this is Taylor again, and I'm going to show you how to send tasks and do telephone calls. So first we will go through how to do a telephone call. So let's just say that test patient 8 decides to call in, asking for, let's just say, just whatever. Say they want to talk to the nurse or anything really. So what you'll do is you will first make a new encounter. So that's for today. It'll pop up new encounter for today's date and time. Then you will select a template. And see, I already have my preferences on here. I know which ones I typically use. So this will be a telephone call. If this isn't on your preferences already, you can add it up here. So you will just hit telephone call. And then it'll give you different options on the type of communication. So let's just say test patient 8 had a free vein screen and they're calling to see what the results are. So you could just hit test results request. And so since they're calling in, the contact type, you'll just click there and say incoming call. And because this is the patient that I'm speaking with, I will click here. Now, if it's a family member that is calling in for these test results, you would not select this. You would put their name and then the relationship. Say it would be daughter. Let's just say her name is Katie. Now, before actually giving her information, you will need to double check to make sure that she is on the medical release for this patient. And so an easy way to do kind of a quick check is to click on HIPAA, and it'll bring up a template here, and it'll say that when the notice was issued and signed by the patient, and then if there are any family members or friends or whoever that the patient listed that they would be okay with giving medical information with. Now, since there is no one here, I technically could not give, say, Katie, test patient 8's free vein screen information. So, but if her name was here, I could give that information to her. But that's just a quick, easy way to find that list. Okay, so let's just say we spoke with the patient, and then you just type your message saying, patient called requesting free vein screen results rendered to patient, she voiced understanding. Okay, and then if this is just an ended telephone call, if there's nothing else to do further, you would just hit complete and then save. Now, if I wanted to task someone through this telephone call, then I would not want it to be completed because they can't edit it from there. You'll just hit open, and then you'll send and close. So when you hit send and close, you'll select the person that you want to task the information to, and so you'll just double click here, and then you would hit OK, and that would be sent to that person. Okay, so that is how you do a telephone call. Now, if I wanted to task someone, there's 3 different ways that you can task someone, or sending messages and things like that too. You can do through a telephone call, just like I did there. I will just show you again so you can see. I'll just click on whatever type it is, and say patient left a voicemail, and we didn't speak with a patient, so we can't really select that. We'll just say patient left voicemail requesting to be scheduled with Dr. Mays in 3 months. Okay, and I'm just going to put test so that they don't get confused when I send this. And then I can select my priority. Say it's a high priority, but this one really isn't, so I'll just say normal. And then send and close, and the status is open there. And I'll just select who I would like to. You can also select multiple people at once, so the same task can be sent to multiple people. So if I wanted to select everyone, if I said, oh, I don't want to select this person, I can always remove them from the list, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's how you do that. All right, and then another way to task someone is through provider test action. So instead of doing telephone call, I can do test action. Now with telephone call, it's an easier way to communicate with someone, because when they receive the task in their inbox up here, automatically get taken to that template in which you saw where I could type and do all of that. With provider test action, it doesn't do that, but there is a way to easily respond to someone. So let's just do a provider test action. And then you will scroll down to where it says notes, and then just type your message. We'll just say this is a test. And then you can save in task, save in complete, or save. So since we're talking about tasking, we would save in task this one. If it's something that I'm just putting notes in a chart, and I did my own task for, or I completed whatever we talked about with the patient, then I can hit save and complete, and it won't be sent to anyone. So since this is a task, I will hit save in task. And then again, I will select who I want to task that information to. So, and then you would just hit OK. Okay, so that's how you do that. So that is the second way in which you can send a task. Another way that you can send a task is through your inbox. With this way, it will not be saved in the patient's chart, not like a telephone call or a provider test action, and there is not a template for the recipient to reply back through. But it's just an easy way to send messages if you'd like. So you would just hit add, and you would just type your subject, test, and then say test message, and you would hit assign to. Again, you're selecting who you would like to send the task to. Okay, and here is where you would select the patient in which you are speaking of. So let's say I'm sending a message regarding test patient 8. Click on the patient, and that is how you do that. And you can also select a type of template you'd like to add with this task if you'd like, but if not, just say add, and it will be sent to the recipient. So those are 3 separate ways in which you can send a task, and that's how you do that.